He's a postgraduate, and he was telling us as students, he was like, I think he's in his third year or something. I feel like studying medicine should come from you. Be passionate about it, because the third reason why I should not study medicine is family pressure. My YouTube channel, it's your girl Precious, and I'm back again with another video. And if it's your first time here, my name is Precious. I create content about my medical school journey. I'm a final year student currently rotating in a hospital in Zambia and studied in China. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Welcome back. So today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 reasons why you should not study medicine. This basically is for people who finished high school thinking of studying medicine, or just anyone who's considering medicine. So if you have that family, that relative, that friend who's been talking about studying medicine, send them this video. It's not to discourage anyone. It's just to help us like put our reasons straight for going into this career, because medicine is just not one where you just stumble and find yourself in it. No. Okay, so reason number 1 reasons why I should not study medicine. Number 1 is for the money. So as I'm not working, I don't receive a salary, but from what I've heard, from what I've seen, I think I'm learning that doctors are comfortable and not rich. Now there's this notion that doctors are rich and even like get so much money, and of course their salaries are, at least. But from what I've heard, with the economy and the way things are going, like doctors get to be comfortable and not rich, and they are overworked, guys. Like for example, where I'm in PIDS right now, the doctor's post call is on Saturday and they leave at 12 hours. They literally don't have a weekend. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, so what about if one of them has got a relative's wedding? Like, what do they do? But like, doctors are overworked. So as much as you think that it's going to be, it's not a get rich like fast kind of thing. Of course, you're going to study for a long time, so obviously not a get rich. But of course, there are many ways in which you can have money eventually in medicine. It's not like, so doctors do have money. I think those who like manage to at least get, they know what they do. But just like medicine alone, like number 2, another reason why you should not study medicine if you do not like studying. Now for this one, guys, it's serious. So many times in high school, you're just like, one person doesn't like studying, you don't like spending hours in the books. Medicine is not for you, because medicine is ever changing. Like medicine is ever changing. I think today on the ward, the doctor asked about complications of a shunt, and then people started giving answers, and then someone gave an answer. The doctor was like, well, the doctor was like quite older. He was like, when I was in medical school, that answer was correct. Now at your age in medical school, no, it's not correct, because medicine is ever changing. Books are ever being updated. That's why there's what edition, what there's even 21st edition, 22nd edition, because books are ever being changed. So if you don't like studying, like, you have to keep up. Like, I think medicine is something that you have to be constantly alert and studying. I met a doctor in Obs and Gyn, and he's a postgraduate, and he was telling us as students, he was like, I think he's in his third year or something. He was telling us, he was like, what I do is when I don't know something and the senior doctors ask me, I write it down and I go study. And this is a man who finishes undergraduate, like, I don't know how many years ago. I think it's like 6 years ago. And I'm thinking, I'm like, so you still study? Like, you are, you are this far into your medical journey and you still study. So if you don't like studying, medicine is not for you, because you have to study those cases to know what's going on in people and to help them better. So it's something where you have to constantly be updating yourself and constantly be ready to read, and even just not just read textbooks, but even just read what's going on in the medical world. What new thing are they inventing? What new thing have they discovered, and all that stuff. Okay, the third reason why I should not study medicine is family pressure. Now, I've heard people who their parents will be like, no, go and study medicine, when your parents just generally put pressure on you and make you go and study medicine because they think it's a good course and to bring your family's prestige and all that stuff. And of course, doctors are respected. That's so true. Another scenario is where a parent themselves didn't get to study medicine, so now they make their child go and study medicine. Hey, go and do the course I never did. Another one is maybe your great grandparents were doctors, your grandparents were doctors, your parents are doctors, and now it's just for you to carry the family name. Now, I don't think it's a very good idea to go and study medicine with those notions, because medicine is tough, guys. Like, when I the first medical school I ever went to ask like how to enroll and all that good stuff, like I went with my mom, and I remember the man in the office was asking my mom and saying, I hope she's not here because of you. And then it didn't make sense, like, it's just, in our business and all that stuff. But actually I now get it when I'm in my final year, because I've met people where they just studied medicine because their parents made them, and they are miserable. Some of them, they're just like, I've met people where they've said, immediately I'm done with medicine, I just did it for my parents, and when I'm done with that, I want to go do something completely different from medicine. And you think that they spend so much time doing that. And I've also met people where they've just finished high school and their parents are putting pressure on them to study medicine. But thank God for some of them, like the ones who have had one-on-one chats, I find that some later they end up not going to study medicine because they finally express themselves. What I'm trying to say is that, guys, medicine is tough. There reaches a point where people can be there to encourage you, people can be there for you, but no one really feels what you're feeling. No one really sees how it goes on the words. It can get hectic, guys. It becomes emotional out there. No one is there to study the long hours with you when you need to like know certain amounts of information. No one is there to do that for you. You have to do it yourself. So I feel like studying medicine should come from you. Be passionate about it, because if it's not something you truly want to do, I feel like it's really difficult to be good to the people out there who come to you for help. So you have to be passionate about studying medicine. For medical school itself, in the times where you don't want to study, like there's so many times where you don't want to study, you just want to watch a movie and chill, but you know that if you don't study this thing, tomorrow you're in trouble. So medicine should come from you. It should be something that you are passionate about, something you really want to do. You will do it with a drive, and it will be more enjoyable. Yeah. Okay, I'll give a bonus one for why you should not study medicine. The last one is because you think you're smart. So in high school, you were smart, you're getting all the good grades, A grades and all that, and you're like, no, I'll just study medicine because I'm smart. Yes, we do need smart people in medicine, but you should be passionate about it. It should be something you really want to do, because it's just not any career out there. You're actually dealing with people's lives. So we don't want you to reach a point where you study it and then you just dislike being in the hospital. The goodness about studying medicine, though, is that when you study medicine, there are many other things you can do with it. Although at some point you have to feature in the hospital, your face has to show. You have to be there in the wards and deal with people. But the goodness is that eventually you can branch out into something else. You can be a lecturer if you decide to be, or you can go out and do something else with your medical degree. So I'm not here to discourage you and say don't study medicine. I'm just here to show some pointers to some of the things you should think about as you consider studying medicine. But otherwise, I wish you all the best. It's not an easy journey, but it's worth it. It's a hectic journey, honestly. So many times where I personally am just like, I'm done. Especially, I think I've got like 6 more months to my graduation. I don't know how many times people have heard me say the word, I am just done, I'm tired. But at the end of the day, it's a noble career, and I feel like it's very rewarding if you really love what you're doing. So yeah, I'm not here to discourage you. Study medicine, go and do it. Save the world, save people's lives. It's what you're supposed to do. At the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, you should be there to help people. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you picked 1 or 2 things or learned 1 or 2 things, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.